What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with One Piece chapter 900. The big chapter that everybody's been waiting for so long is finally here, and honestly it was a really good chapter. It does make me a bit worried and a bit apprehensive for some of the chapters to come in the future, but this chapter as a standalone chapter was actually really good. I really did enjoy it. The beginning of this chapter started off with Big Mom eating the cake and enjoying the cake as a lot of us expected that she would. Enjoying it so much that it actually reminded her of her birthday cake on the night that Mother Caramel and the rest of her family disappeared. This caused her to have flashbacks and dreams about times where she was most happy and all of that kind of stuff. And I honestly think it was really cool to see that, especially seeing as we're drawing near to the end of the arc, and I didn't really think we were going to get any sort of conclusion with Big Mom's backstory, but now that it's been brought up again, I feel like the possibility of that happening is still possible in this arc, especially if Pudding does come in and do some memory altering stuff, or if Streusen steps back into the picture, but I highly doubt that one will happen. But yeah, Big Mom ate the cake, she enjoyed it. Pudding was the one that got all the recognition for it though, and while Big Mom was eating the cake, she broke out into a song and dance, and the cake seems to have brought her back to her fat self again, the most powerful version of her that we've seen so far. A lot of people like Dustin, for example, did predict that that would happen, so shout out to him for that. And honestly, this really did show us the difference between Big Mom now and Big Mom previously, because as soon as she got back to her current state, her fat state, her homies and her ship were able to completely decimate the Straw Hats. They completely wiped them off the map. It seems like at the end of this chapter, the Sunny was destroyed. All of the fishermen were pretty much burnt alive in the water by Oven. Like, her crew suddenly stepped their game up tenfold and captured them within a matter of seconds, which is both, in my opinion, really amazing to see and also really terrifying for the future chapters to come, because the way that this happened really does put us in a hopeless situation, like a completely hopeless situation. It appears that the Sunny was destroyed, so we've now got no ship, no allies, and we're sinking at the bottom of the ocean. And the reason why I say this is scary is because I don't want Oda to then do a complete 180 later on down the line and then bring the Sunny back somehow and have everyone fine and safe. Like, I want there to be actual consequences. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I've been waiting for this entire arc, for there to be actual consequences. The fact that Oda is seemingly keeping Pedro dead is one of those consequences that I really like, and if Oda does continue down this road of having them lose their ship and all of that kind of stuff, then I think that's him going down the right path yet again, because there really does need to be some serious consequences for them invading Big Mom's territory like this and then escaping at the same time. There's no way that they make this out of this with such light consequences, and I think this is definitely the right path to go down. But the reason why this scares me so much is the fact that he made them lose their ship. And I know that this isn't the first time that this has happened, but the Mary didn't have as much attached to it as the Sunny does, in my opinion. Like, the Sunny is Franky's dream after all, and I don't see Oda just allowing that to go up in flames without Franky even being there to witness it. Like, if this actually happens, this will basically be the end of Franky's dream before it barely got anywhere, and I honestly don't see Oda doing that to one of the Straw Hats. So that's why it kind of worries me. It kind of makes me feel like Oda's gonna bring the Sunny back in some way, and I don't think that should happen, because then it goes back to some of the things that I've been saying at other points during this arc, where Oda's introduced danger and introduced cliffhangers at the end of chapters and then resolve them within the next couple of chapters where nothing's actually happened, and I really don't want to see that happen again. So yeah, I'm both looking forward to seeing how Oda deals with this and worried about seeing how he deals with this all at the same time. But yeah, I guess that's better than me not being interested at all. At least I'm still looking forward to it. Going back to the middle of the chapter for a bit, the fishermen tried to help Jinbei and the rest of the crew, but they got taken out pretty easily. Like, Oven pretty much one-shot all of them in one go. He heated up the water so fast that they all pretty much burnt alive. Like, they're not dead, obviously. Well, I don't think they're dead anyway. But yeah, they all got pretty much taken out of action just by Oven alone. Like, he heat up the entire ocean so fast that they didn't even have a chance to react to it. And although that isn't a good look for the fishermen, that is really hype for Oven, in my opinion. Like, that is actually a feat considering how much water is in the ocean and how deep that is. For him to be able to heat such a large amount of water up in such a short amount of time is absolutely insane. Like, they didn't even feel the change of temperature. It just went from cold to boiling hot within a matter of seconds, and that's honestly really dope. I really do wish the fishermen put up a bit more of a fight, but I guess the Big Mom pirates have just had enough now. Like, they're not playing any games anymore. This chapter had a few disturbing scenes as well. Like, while Big Mom was eating the cake, she was making a lot of weird looking faces, and she even had one scene where she opened her mouth and there was a cemetery at the back of her mouth, like a graveyard at the back of her mouth, and like the symbolism is insane, but it's really creepy at the same time. Like, I could only imagine how much you'd be tripping if you were to read this shit high. But yeah, speaking of Big Mom, I'm really looking forward to seeing how she reacts to everything next chapter, like how she feels after eating the cake, because although the Straw Hats did get taken out, they weren't taken out by her hands personally, which means that she could still step in and change the situation for them, for better or for worse. Like, it could go either way, and I am interested to see how she reacts after eating the cake, since she did enjoy it so much. But yeah, I want you guys to let me know how you feel about all of this in the comment section down below. Did you guys enjoy the chapter? Did you dislike it? Do you think that it lived up to the hype that everybody's been building up around chapter 900, or do you feel like Oda could have gave us a bit more? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But yeah, honestly, I really did enjoy reading this chapter, and I am looking forward to seeing how Oda progresses in the upcoming chapters. But yeah, as I said, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, leave a like on the video if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already for more of that One Piece content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. One.